Gentlemen, if you've ever woken up feeling your legs heavier than concrete, or noticed your feet turning cold at night, or maybe realized your heart is pounding harder just climbing a flight of stairs, pay very close attention. If the erections that once arrived effortlessly now fade, weaken, or vanish entirely, this is not just part of getting older. These are warnings. Silent alarms telling you that your arteries are stiffening, blood flow is slowing, and your body is running out of time. Here's something most men over 60 are never told. The first place circulation often fails isn't the heart, it's the penis. That's why erections disappear years before a heart attack might ever happen. And here's the hard truth most men are told. There's nothing to do except decline or rely on pills that only treat the symptom, not the cause. But what if the solution didn't come in a pill, a surgery, or injections? What if the real key was shockingly simple? A way to naturally reset your body, restore circulation, and bring back strength you thought was gone forever. I'm Dr. Mojit K., a board-certified urologist, and for more than 30 years, I've helped men over 60 understand why their bodies change, and more importantly, how to restore confidence and performance naturally. Today, I'm going to show you how the right approach can unlock results in as little as 24 hours. No forcing, no embarrassment, just working with your body instead of against it. Now, imagine lying in bed at 2 a.m., staring at your legs that feel numb and cold, your calves heavy as if filled with wet cement. You want to reach for intimacy. You want to feel yourself again, but nothing happens. The desire is there, but the body refuses. And you start blaming yourself. You think you've failed, that you're broken, that this is the end of something sacred. But the truth isn't about desire, masculinity, or hormones. The real issue is circulation. When arteries stiffen, clog, and inflame, blood cannot reach the penis efficiently. Erections aren't about age, they're about blood flow. And once that flow disappears, life loses its color. But there's hope. And it starts with understanding one of the simplest, most powerful tools your body can use. Natural oils. Extra virgin olive oil isn't just for cooking, it's a gentle cleanser for your arteries. A protector against dangerous clots. A supporter of nitric oxide that helps arteries relax and widen. Just 1 tablespoon a day can quietly transform your circulation. Men report warmer feet, legs that don't ache, energy returning, and yes, morning erections that feel like old friends coming back. This is where hope begins, because when circulation returns, the body remembers vitality, confidence, and presence. And if olive oil can do this, what about the next oil? One that calms inflammation, softens arteries, and restores strength almost immediately? Imagine the body no longer fighting itself, but working with nature, unlocking energy and intimacy that felt lost. Before we go further, take 1 second, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I create these videos for men who refuse to give up. In the comments, type 1 if you're ready to reclaim your strength. This isn't just about performance. It's about restoring the life and confidence you deserve. Now, let's begin. Not with pills, not with pressure, but with understanding why erections fade after 60, and how the body can be guided back to natural strength. For most men, erections don't fade because the body has failed. They fade because the body has been protecting itself for decades. Years of stress, pressure, and expectation keep the nervous system on high alert, guarding every function. And an alert body cannot open itself to arousal, no matter how strong desire is in the mind. Here's the paradox no one ever explains. Erections are not a strength response. They're a calm response. The calmer your nervous system, the stronger your potential becomes. The more anxious, rushed, or pressured you feel, the faster your body shuts down. Pills may temporarily force blood flow, but they do nothing to reset this system. And this is why effort alone often destroys erections after 60. But there's a promise you need to hear. When you activate the right nerve in the right way, the body begins responding differently, sometimes in as little as 24 hours. No forcing, no shame, just biology working as it was designed to work. And the nerve I'm talking about isn't in the penis. It's hidden, powerful, and has been quietly controlling everything this whole time. In part 2, we'll reveal this nerve, explain how it controls erections after 60, and show the first simple technique to reset your nervous system and restore natural function. It's easier than you think, and it doesn't require pills, machines, or pressure. Stay with me, because understanding this is the first step toward reclaiming confidence, energy, and intimacy you thought were gone forever. Now that you understand why erections fade after 60, let's uncover the secret your body has been quietly hiding all along. It's not about testosterone, pills, or even willpower. It's about one nerve that controls the entire system. Men rarely hear about this, and yet it holds the key to restoring natural performance. That nerve is the vagus nerve, often called the hidden switch for your body's response to intimacy. Here's the shocking part most men never learn. Erections are not controlled by desire, effort, or attraction. They're controlled by your nervous system, and after 60, your nervous system becomes the ultimate authority. You can't reason with it, you can't force it, and you certainly can't command it. It exists to answer one simple, subconscious question. Am I safe right now? When the answer is yes, your body relaxes. Muscles soften, blood vessels open, and natural arousal becomes possible. But when the answer is no, even subtly, your body immediately shuts down. Blood is redirected away from the penis. The chest tightens. Breathing becomes shallow. The pelvis unconsciously locks. And no amount of desire or mental effort can override this instinct. That's why so many men over 60 experience erections that start and fade, work some nights but not others, or feel fragile and mechanical. This is not failure. It's biology. Decades of stress, responsibility, financial pressure, health worries, and unspoken tension have trained your nervous system to stay on guard even when the danger is long gone. The moment you feel rushed, anxious, or desperate to perform, your nervous system perceives threat, and protection mode kicks in. Every erection disrupted after 60 isn't weakness, it's your body saying, "Not yet, not safe." Understanding this changes everything. The struggle is no longer personal, it's physiological. And the good news is, if one system controls everything, then learning how to communicate with that system can change everything. The vagus nerve is your direct line to sending a message of safety to your body. When activated correctly, it tells your system, "Relax. You're safe." Suddenly, tension melts, circulation improves, and your body remembers what it feels like to be present and connected again. Now, let me explain why pills often fail. Medications like Viagra, Cialis, or others target blood flow, but they do not address the nervous system. They can temporarily force blood into the penis, yes, but if the nervous system is still in protection mode, that erection will feel fragile, mechanical, or vanish completely. Worse, relying on pills can unintentionally reinforce pressure and anxiety. Men start thinking, "I took the pill, so it has to work." And that expectation alone can trigger shutdown faster than anything else. This is where most men get trapped. The body may respond once, but the nervous system is still guarded, waiting for proof that it's safe. Pills don't teach safety, they treat the symptom. And that's why long-term confidence and natural function never return with medication alone. The real solution is training the nervous system, not forcing the body. Here's the powerful part. Activating the vagus nerve isn't complicated, it doesn't require pills, and it doesn't take hours. In fact, a simple practice that takes less than a minute can begin signaling to your nervous system that it's safe to relax. This practice can quietly restore circulation, calm the body, and lay the foundation for erections that feel natural again. The first method is a 60-second breathing reset. Here's how it works. You inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, letting the air expand your chest and abdomen. Hold gently for 2 seconds, not forcing, not tensing. Then, exhale through your mouth for 8 full seconds, releasing all tension completely. Repeat this cycle 3 times. Less than 1 minute. And yet, in that short time, your body begins to shift. Heart rate slows, blood pressure drops, pelvic muscles release, and circulation flows freely. The The nervous system senses safety, and suddenly your body remembers how to open again. Men I've worked with often describe this as a warmth spreading through their chest and lower body, a release they haven't felt in decades. It isn't sexual excitement, it's the body reconnecting with itself, and that reconnection is the foundation for natural arousal. It's what restores confidence, presence, and control. This is why calm is the real secret to performance after 60. Trying harder, forcing an erection, or watching the clock only triggers shutdown. But teaching your body to relax, breathe, and feel safe restores the system from the top down. The penis isn't failing your nervous system, is simply waiting for permission. In part 3, I'll reveal the second pathway most men have never heard of. A subtle ear connection that communicates directly with the vagus nerve. It's almost invisible, doesn't require effort, and can enhance the nervous system reset almost instantly. Combined with the 60-second breathing technique, it creates a foundation where natural arousal, stamina, and confidence can return sometimes in the first day. Stay with me. Once you understand this connection, you'll never see erections, aging, or intimacy the same way again. This is the moment where knowledge becomes power, and where your body finally begins to cooperate, instead of resist. Now that you've learned about the vagus nerve and the 60-second breathing reset, it's time to explore a second, almost hidden pathway to calm your nervous system and restore natural arousal. This one surprises almost every man I've ever worked with because it doesn't look like medicine, stimulation, or effort. Yet it can be just as powerful, if not more, when paired with the breathing technique. I'm talking about the ear connection. Most men think erections are controlled entirely from the waist down. Focus on this, fix that, stimulate more. This has been drilled into men for decades. But your body isn't a set of isolated parts. It's a communication system, and some of the quietest, most effective signals come from the most overlooked places. One of those places is your ear. Branches of the vagus nerve run through specific areas of the ear, which means gentle stimulation there sends a direct, calming signal straight to your brain. It bypasses thought, bypasses effort, bypasses the anxiety that normally blocks your body from responding. Here's how it works. When you gently stimulate the right areas of the ear, your nervous system instantly receives a message that it's safe. Shoulders soften, breathing deepens, the jaw unclenches, the chest relaxes, a subtle warmth spreads through the body, moving down into the lower pelvis. This isn't excitement, it's your body remembering how to release tension, how to trust again. The technique itself is simple. Place your thumb just behind the ear and your index finger inside the front fold. Move slowly in small circles, forward and then backward, for just a few seconds. Breathe naturally, no force, no pressure, no counting how fast the body responds. This is not about commanding the body, it's about inviting it to relax. That's the key. The body responds when it feels permission, not pressure. I remember a man in his late 60 seconds who tried this for the first time during a session. After 1 minute, he stopped, looked at me, and said quietly, "I didn't realize how tense I've been for so many years. This isn't about erections. It's about finally letting my body rest." And that's exactly what happens. The nervous system settles, even before intimacy begins, giving the body a chance to respond naturally. Here's why this matters. Erections after 60 are not a switch you flip, they are a state you maintain. Once you've activated the vagus nerve through breathing and ear stimulation, you've created a calm foundation. But here's the trap most men fall into. As soon as they feel that calm and their body begins to respond, fear rushes in. Fear that it won't last. Fear that they'll lose it. Fear that this opportunity will vanish if they don't act immediately. And that fear is enough to shut everything down. The nervous system senses urgency, tension, and pressure, and protection mode reactivates instantly. Blood vessels tighten, pelvic muscles contract, and the calm you worked so hard to create disappears in seconds. This is why many men experience a return of performance only to lose it again moments later, not because of age or weakness, but because the state that enabled the erection was interrupted. After 60, patience, softness, and time are essential. Think of it like starting an engine that hasn't run in years. If you rev it hard immediately, it stalls. But if you allow it to warm slowly, it runs smoothly and reliably. The body works the same way. Slow, consistent reassurance allows arousal to settle naturally. Foreplay is no longer optional, it is essential. Slow touch, deep breathing, and staying present replace pressure and performance anxiety. When men shift their focus from the erection as the goal to calm connection as the goal, something remarkable happens. Erections become more natural, more reliable, and far more satisfying. The emotional weight lifts, embarrassment fades, and intimacy transforms from a test of ability into a shared, relaxed experience. The body begins to cooperate rather than resist, and confidence slowly rebuilds from the inside out. But here's a crucial insight. Rebuilding confidence and reliable function after 60 doesn't start in the bedroom. It starts in ordinary daily habits, the moments you might not even notice. Sitting, standing, breathing, moving, resting. These are the moments that shape your nervous system over decades. The nervous system isn't turned on and off like a light switch at bedtime. It is conditioned hour by hour. Shallow breathing, poor sleep, stress, and mental tension all tell your nervous system to stay alert. And an alert nervous system cannot allow arousal, no matter how much desire you feel. In the next part, we'll go deeper into these daily habits, simple, repeatable actions that can rebuild confidence, calm the nervous system, and make natural erections more reliable. These habits don't take hours, expensive devices, or medication. Instead, they work quietly, reshaping your body's response so that the calm and readiness you create carry through every intimate moment and beyond into daily life. By the end of the next segment, you'll understand exactly what habits can reinforce safety signals to your nervous system and why men who master these principles can regain the performance and confidence they thought were gone forever. Now that you understand the vagus nerve, the 60-second breathing reset, and the ear connection, it's time to explore the daily habits that truly rebuild confidence and reliability after 60. These aren't complicated exercises or expensive therapies, they are small, consistent actions that quietly reshape your nervous system, retraining it to stay calm, relaxed, and receptive. What you practice daily determines how your body responds at night. The bedroom reflects what your body has learned during ordinary moments. Many men assume that intimacy fails suddenly, but the truth is far more subtle. Your nervous system has been shaped over decades by stress, deadlines, responsibilities, and unspoken worries. Long periods of sitting, shallow breathing, poor sleep, and constant mental strain condition the body to remain in a state of vigilance. Even when the mind wants to relax, the body interprets signals through decades of experience. Tension equals protection. When it comes to arousal, a guarded body simply cannot open itself. This is where daily habits make all the difference. The goal is to create repeated experiences of safety and calm, reinforcing the signals you've learned with the breathing and ear techniques. Start with breath awareness throughout the day. Shallow, rapid breathing tells your nervous system, danger. Slow, deep, controlled breaths tell it, you are safe. Take moments throughout your day to pause. Inhale slowly through your nose, hold gently, and exhale fully through your mouth. Even 3 or 4 cycles can lower heart rate, relax the chest, and release tension in the pelvic floor. Over time, your body begins to learn. It can afford to relax. Next, movement and posture matter more than most men realize. Simple stretches, walking, or gentle torso twists signal the nervous system that the body is supported and mobile, not constrained and threatened. Avoid long periods of sitting without breaks, as this keeps your nervous system on alert. Even 5 minutes of deliberate movement every hour reinforces calm, circulation, and openness. Sleep hygiene is another critical factor. Poor sleep keeps the nervous system hyperactive and reactive. Prioritize routines that allow for consistent, restorative rest. Dim lights before bed, avoid screens, and incorporate relaxation techniques, breathing, meditation, or the ear connection to send your body the signal that it's safe to release tension and recharge. The quality of sleep directly influences how your body responds to intimacy. Nutrition, hydration also play a role. A well-balanced diet supports healthy blood flow, reduces inflammation, and keeps energy levels stable, all of which affect how your body reacts under stress. Avoid excessive caffeine or alcohol close to bedtime, as both can heighten nervous system vigilance. Think of every small choice you make as a message to your body. You are safe. You can relax. Another often overlooked habit is mindset and self-talk. After 60, many men approach intimacy with fear, urgency, or self-judgment. Each of these triggers the nervous system's protective response. Replace thoughts of, "I hope it works," with, "I am relaxed, I am safe, I am present." This isn't wishful thinking, it's biological training. Your body responds directly to the nervous system's interpretation of safety. Calm thoughts, steady breath, and gentle physical cues all work together to reinforce that signal. Finally, daily micro-practices amplify these effects. Just as athletes rehearse movements thousands of times, men over 60 can practice brief moments of calm, connection, and presence. 5 minutes of focused breath, gentle stretching, or the ear technique, each day primes your nervous system, making natural arousal more consistent, predictable, and satisfying. Over weeks, these small habits compound, building a resilient foundation. By integrating these daily practices, men discover a profound truth. Their bodies are not broken. They have simply been conditioned to protect themselves for decades. With the right signals, the nervous system begins to trust again. Blood flow improves naturally. Pelvic muscles release tension, and the pathway to intimacy opens without force, pills, or pressure. What once seemed unpredictable or fragile becomes reliable and sustainable. In the next part, we'll explore how to combine these daily habits with real-life intimacy strategies so that confidence, connection, and performance reinforce each other without fear, pressure, or disappointment. You'll see how ordinary routines can create extraordinary results, letting your body respond the way it was always designed to. Now that you understand how daily habits retrain your nervous system, the next step is applying them during real-life intimacy. This is where many men over 60 struggle, not because their bodies can't respond, but because they've been trained to approach intimacy with urgency, fear, or expectation. The key is consistency, patience, and presence. The nervous system doesn't respond to pressure. It responds to signals of safety, calm, and connection. Start by giving yourself permission to arrive before the moment begins. Use your breathing exercises or ear connection in the hours leading up to intimacy. Allow your shoulders to drop, your jaw to unclench, and your chest to soften. The body needs these cues before arousal can follow naturally. Think of it as setting the stage. You're creating an environment where your nervous system feels secure enough to allow blood flow and relaxation. Next, shift your focus from performance to connection. Foreplay isn't just a prelude, it's the foundation. Slow, deliberate touch, eye contact, and gentle conversation reinforce calm. The more you focus on pleasure rather than pressure, the more your nervous system learns that it's safe to stay open. This is why erections after 60 are not about effort, they are about presence. Avoid rushing or monitoring your body. One of the biggest mistakes men make is treating erections like fragile trophies. The instant you feel pressure to perform, the nervous system interprets it as threat, blood flow restricts, and tension returns. Instead, treat intimacy as an ongoing dialogue between your body and your mind. When calm, connection, and patience lead, the rest, blood flow, arousal, and reliability naturally follow. Finally, remember that every interaction is a practice session. Each time you reinforce calm signals, your nervous system learns to trust. Over days and weeks, this consistency transforms intimacy from unpredictable frustration into a natural, confident, and enjoyable experience, showing you that your body is capable, responsive, and very much alive. Gentlemen, here's the truth that ties everything together. Your body is not broken. Every struggle you've faced in the bedroom after 60, every moment of frustration, every fleeting sense of failure, has been a signal, a message from a body trying to protect itself, not punish you. Your erections, your energy, your vitality are reflections of how your nervous system, your circulation, and your daily habits have been interacting over decades. The good news? All of this can be influenced, improved, and restored with the right approach. It begins with understanding that erections are not about strength or effort. They are a calm, biological response to safety. They require the body to relax, to trust, and to allow blood to flow freely. Once you recognize this, the way you approach intimacy, health, and even everyday life shifts completely. The 60-second breathing reset, the ear connection, the gentle acknowledgement of your nervous system, all of these are tools to tell your body, it is safe now. You can open, release, and perform. But it doesn't stop there. Your everyday habits create the foundation for long-term confidence. Daily practices like consistent, slow breathing, mindful movement, reducing stress, staying active, and nourishing your body with circulation-supporting foods and oils are not optional extras. They are the bricks that rebuild your system from the ground up. Every step you take to relax, restore, and respect your body strengthens the same pathways that make intimacy natural, reliable, and satisfying. Remember, this is not about quick fixes, pills, or pressure. It's about giving your body the signals it's been waiting for, day after day. When you do, you'll notice subtle but profound changes. Deeper energy, clearer thinking, warmer extremities, stronger circulation, and yes, more consistent erections. These are not miracles. They are the results of biology functioning as it was designed to. So, here's the takeaway. Stop forcing. Stop stressing. Stop chasing outcomes. Focus on calm, on connection, on creating an internal environment where your body feels safe. Use the tools. You've learned the breath, the ear technique, the daily habits, and watch as your body responds naturally. You are not losing yourself. You are reclaiming what was always yours. Gentlemen, this is your moment. Begin today. Commit to these practices. Honor your body's wisdom, and experience a return of confidence, presence, and vitality that is as real as it is powerful. Your body is listening. Now, it's time to let it speak, to let it open, and to let it thrive.